Is this the first time you left your house?
No.
You had to think about that for a second.
No, it doesn't feel like... What's the next one? No? Okay. So guys, this next video we're going to look at, we already looked at the seat belt and how we can make that more effective, and we're going to use that same cutting of the angle, and we're going to look at the finer details of getting the choke from the back there with the collar kind of, and working towards the bow and arrow choke, and which is one of the stronger variations. Okay, so we're going to start on our back again, and like I said in the previous video, that if I'm already up high like this, up high in this position, I lock my elbow. See my top elbow? I close that down on his back. Okay, so if we just turn around, so when I get a high seat belt, what I do is I close my elbow here. Okay, so both my elbows are closed on both sides here, and this is how the seat belt that we want when we get when you get in this position. So you'll find there will be a lot of high level competitors, and you'll notice that traditionally we have our seat belt like this, and my elbow's just on top of his shoulder, but because they want to get high and they want to get closer to getting this this lapel all the time, that they're in this position instead. All right, and what I'm saying is, like, we've got effective positions and we get more effective, etc. And I dare say, as jiu-jitsu evolves and people start being able to defend things, we're going to become more and more efficient. The old school techniques will still work, but we're still developing better ways of getting to the submissions. Okay, so from this position here, look, if I've already got this high seat belt here, I'm going to cut the angle. Okay, first of all, if I'm already up high, I'm opening up the lapel, and it's always good if we can flip his collar open. Okay, it means I can get even deeper. When I just grab here, okay, it can generally be a bit shallow. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it can be effective, but it's more effective if I get deeper. One little thing you'll see when I make this grip around his collar is I'm always using the blade of my wrist when I'm doing the choke. I don't have like a slack hand trying to pull, so I always want to be flexing my blade. All right, so I've got my seat belt. Open this up, I get a nice deep grip. So when I just flex, you can just feel the effectiveness. So we can make a more and more effective choke. The more little details that we start to add. I can still choke someone really easily just pulling on this and doing the right thing, but if I make a blade, okay, just even from here, it's a lot stronger, especially when I get a deep grip. If I just grab shallow grip, I just pull, oh, he's not tapping, he's got a strong neck. Even when I'm using a blade, it's not doing much, but if I just make a deeper grip, blade, it's quite effective. Okay, so from here, just to start with, basic choke. My other hand is going to grab the opposite lapel. I could also just control his hand. I could still get the choke from here. Okay, we're just going to grab this opposite lapel, pulling down. This takes out the slack of the collar here. Boom, and makes the choke a lot stronger. So from here, guys, the same thing. What we're going to do to finish this choke, what will make it even stronger, I can choke from here quite easily. But if I cut the angle like we did before, so my foot goes on the hip, I bring the other one across. Okay, just from here, I've started to cut the angle. I'm going to just slacken my hold a little bit because it's highly effective. So I foot on the hip, bring this one over, then I climb over his shoulder. Okay, and I'm going to lock my legs together. So just move a little bit, scoot into the center a bit. Forward. So, yeah. So, again, we'll start from the start. I've got my seatbelt. Okay, I want a high seatbelt. Okay, if it's already low, I can and he's defending, I can already start cutting the angle and getting the collar from here. Okay, nice and deep. My other hand's here. I climb my legs over the shoulder. 1, 2. I lock up. Okay. Now I can I can easily finish with my hands. All right. I can easily finish. Use the blade. Use my hands. But one of the strongest components here when we lock over the shoulder is my legs. So I'm not even going to use my hands now. Okay. My hands are here. I'm not even going to. I'm going to make it a little bit shallower. Okay. So Nick doesn't pass out. I lock my legs up. Now this time I'm going to squeeze my knees. Okay. So just have a little bit of a break there for a moment. So just the strength of the pinching of the legs, and all we're doing is doing this motion. Okay. See, as I do this, how my knees squeeze in like this. So that's pushing my hands in. So even just using my legs puts enough pressure to make the person tap. If I'm doing all the things I need to do, if I get a nice deep grip, okay, and I use my blade, deep grip, use my blade, cut the angle, and then squeeze my legs at the same time. And we haven't even gotten to changing the grip to a bow and arrow grip yet, but it becomes a really strong, choke. So we can go from effective choke to stronger choke, stronger. The more things we can apply to this choke. Anyway, we'll boom.